I'm Rolene Marks. This is the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land, where we take a look at your top stories every Monday to Thursday. As always, we're brought to you by Lay of the Land, so don't forget to take some time this weekend to check out our website. You can find us on www.layoftheland.online. So let's take a look at those big stories making headlines, and we begin with news that the IDF chief spokesperson, Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, has confirmed that Israeli special forces are operating in the Nasser hospital in the city of Khan Yunis in the south of the Gaza Strip. Admiral Hagari says they have credible intelligence that the bodies of hostages that were taken on the 7th of October are being kept in the hospital, and they say they only operate when they receive credible evidence. Hospitals have been used very, very cynically by Hamas throughout this war as human shields. And just earlier this week, the New York Times confirmed what the IDF has been telling the global media and the global community for months, and that is that the Shifa hospital was used as a human shield. It was used to shield not just Hamas terrorists, but also a tunnel, and was used as a Hamas operational command post as well. They cited intelligence that was classified as their sources for that article. Yesterday, we brought you the story of Hezbollah firing barrages of rockets towards northern Israel. We also told you that 8 civilians were injured, one seriously, a soldier who has regained consciousness after a procedure, and that one person was killed. The person that was killed was 20-year-old soldier Omer Banjo. May her memory be for a blessing. Israel retaliated, striking Hezbollah targets in the south of Lebanon, and 11 civilians were killed. Hezbollah has warned Israel of a heavy price in response. President Herzog will fly to Munich for the 60th annual Munich Security Conference. He will meet his counterpart, President Steinmeier. The president will be accompanied by freed hostages and will meet with leaders from around the world to impress upon them the importance of a deal to secure the release of the hostages. And he will also reiterate everything that Israel is doing to ensure civilians in the Gaza Strip are protected and as few civilian casualties as possible, as well as humanitarian aid that Israel continues to send into the Gaza Strip. The First Lady, Michal Herzog, will participate in a panel on sexual violence. As we know, rape as a weapon of war was used against Israeli civilians on the 7th of October, and the accounts are absolutely shattering to hear. But we must keep talking about this because women's organizations, feminists, have been eerily silent. And finally, we go back to South Africa, and South Africa has filed another application, an urgent application, with the International Court of Justice to please intervene before Israel engages in a ground incursion into Rafah. Israel has faced increasing international pressure not to engage in an operation, but seeing that we rescued 2 hostages found in Rafah earlier this week, we have to wonder what intelligence has been found in that part of the Gaza Strip. Earlier today, Israel's Ministry of Foreign Affairs accused South Africa of continuing to operate as the legal arm of the Hamas terrorist organization, and also said Israel is doing everything we can to mitigate civilian casualties and ensure that humanitarian aid continues to get into the Strip. But something very curious happened in South Africa yesterday. It was announced that Iranian President Raisi would be visiting the southern African country at the end of February. In fact, the date mentioned was the 27th of February. And very interesting is shortly after that was announced, the office of President Cyril Ramaphosa put out an announcement that that visit was postponed indefinitely. Today, the South African government said they will be sending a delegation to the United States. It's all very curious. Could this be because Congress put forward a bill to review bilateral relations with South Africa? And in that bill, they accuse the African state of being anti-Semitic, given that they support terrorist organizations that call for the genocide of the state of Israel. And that questions are arising on a daily basis in South Africa that the funding for the court case, as well as other things like, paying the bills of the ANC, seem to be curiously coming from Iran. It's all very curious. I wonder what's going on there. Anyway, we certainly will be watching with great interest. I'm sure South African voters will be as well. So this brings me to the end of today's edition of the Israel Brief. Don't forget to check out our website, as I mentioned earlier, at www.layoftheland.online. Don't forget, we're also on YouTube. You can find us right here at the Israel Brief. If you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. We are on Facebook at Lottel's Site, on X at Lay of the Land 5. I don't think I've left any out. So I just want to wish you all a wonderful, a safe, a peaceful, and a restful weekend. Shabbat Shalom wherever you are. Thank you for all your wonderful messages. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you guys again on Monday for all your top stories. Bye for now.